Under contract on a home in Texas, but now you're second guessing it? Did you know there are multiple ways to get out of a contract? The first way out is going to be your option period. If you paid for this in your contract, you can back out for any reason, no questions asked, as long as you're within the time frame. Section 5 of the 1-to-4 contract is where you'll put this information. Because you're paying for options, Section 5B states that the seller is granting you the unrestricted right to terminate this contract. You will have a blank amount of days to make your decision. Since the seller is risking their property being sold or not, the option fee will not be refunded to the buyer and instead it goes to the seller if buyer gives notice of termination in the time frame. But it states that the buyer will get their earnest money back. Another way is a financial contingency. If your loan falls through and you complied with all the terms, you're typically allowed to terminate and get your earnest back. By checking Section 3B, third-party financing addendum, you're adding an extra protection. Section 2A of the third-party financing addendum states that if the buyer cannot obtain a buyer approval, the buyer may terminate this contract within blank amount of days. But the buyer must provide the seller with a notice of termination and a written statement from the lender stating the reasons why. If the buyer terminates under this provision, the contract will terminate and the earnest money will be given back. If the buyer does not terminate under this section, buyer approval will be deemed to have been obtained when the terms of the loan described above are available and the lender determines that the buyer satisfies all the lender's requirements. If you really love the house and you're fully underwritten, checking this box is a good strategy to win and execute a contract. Now you know 2 ways to get out of a contract. Come back next week to find out more.